I don't know what just happened, but it just got freaking stuck.
I laughed when I saw the produce with technical difficulties.
And I liked the snarky production,
snarky production. Oh my god! Live chat. Hello. We are here for an impromptu react to Autumn, and we have a guest. Amy and I were going back and forth, and like, you want to stream? And of course, I can never say no to a stream. And then Jen was like, count me in. And so I need to update the thumbnail tomorrow, but I'm so excited that Jen is here, and I'm excited that the live chat's here. So,
I mean, if we're covering some of her most recent stuff, I've been posting about it in my stories.
Yeah. Jen is like the go-to queen of compliance emailing. She and Jemima are on first name basis. And yeah, if you're looking for someone who reports everything from everybody, Jen's your person.
I haven't been as on top of it lately because honestly, I needed a break.
Well, yeah. And I've gotten to the point, it's like, why report it?
They're not going to do anything about it.
They don't care. So we just send it to the FTC, and then they can deal with it.
And if I knew how to use Twitter, I would post on Twitter. I just might have to send the stuff to UDC because, I mean, I use it for my other job, but I auto post using a scheduler.
Yeah. I mostly use Twitter as, and not actually a threat, but more of a, oh, you care about this business space so much? I'm going to tag you in all of the FTC reports that I submit, because what the heck's going on? And this is not going to be private because you refuse to fix stuff.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's the biggest thing is that I think part of it is that either we just aren't impacting anybody, or they're not hearing anything, or we're just going to go away. Like, but it's like, no, we're still pretty upset, especially with the stuff you keep doing over and over and over. Like, it's not okay.
Nope.
Yeah. And they continue to make money with all of these, and they make more money because they are breaking compliance. They break the rule so they can sign up more people. And it's like, you know what? Fine. You're going to get all the attention, all of the marketing attention that you didn't know you wanted. And we'll see how that goes. And I hope that public opinion does change, because you need to stop. And maybe the FTC will stop you. Who knows? Oh, God. Live chat, how are you doing? What are you eating? What are you drinking? I know there's some good people who drink water, but I'm drinking a sweet tea, so it just called for it because Autumn was too much for just water. I know Jen's probably being good right now.
I have water and I have sparkling water.
Heck yeah. Oh, I love your little cup. Mine's in the other room.
Oh, yeah, I had to just go with water, but
I was half tempted to make myself a little vodka. This is a I love this thing, DC. Kids keep trying to steal it. It is lemon sorbet bubbly.
That sounds delicious.
It is delicious. I need to try and find the orange one.
Oh my gosh.
No, I cannot get into bubbly. I think no.
Clearly Canadian. Try Clearly Canadian.
My gosh.
I'm old. That in middle school.
I was going to say I'm old because this was my childhood.
Well, it was my childhood too. We got once in a blue moon. We would go, I think it was to Kroger, to Walmart. They used to carry them in the stores, and it was like a treat. Like, you get to pick it out, and you're probably not going to get it for another 5 months. It was so good, and I hadn't drank it in probably 20 years. And then I saw it, and I'm like, oh my God, I have a driver's license and money in my bank account. We're going to go buy some. And it's as good as I remember it. I'm not going to lie.
What's your go-to flavor?
Blackberry. Blackberry is my favorite. Peach is my second favorite.
Okay. I think that's where I'm at.
Those two are my top tier choices.
Very nice.
Yeah, I remember, like, that was the fancy drink to get. Like, it was a special occasion because in the glass bottle.
Yep.
And it made you feel like a
yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So if people need if you're new to this, Jen and Amy and I are normally snark with the snark crew. And sometimes Amy and I talk about other stuff too. Jen is a I'm gonna certified personal trainer, and she
Did
has
it.
additional certifications, and she actually does like additional like testing and learning, that it's not just her reading on the internet and claiming a bunch of stuff. She actually does all the things, and she is amazing. So, oh, she's grabbing her book. Wait for it.
My next course.
Her next course, an
What is
actual
that?
course.
What course is that for?
Precision nutrition.
Oh, very. I've heard that that's a good course.
Yep, that's the first part. And then I'm doing their sleep and recovery coach certification at the end of the year. Once I
That's
finish.
awesome.
Oh my gosh. Channel 1? Oh, I feel so old.
I don't even know what Channel 1 is. Can someone explain that to me?
So Channel 1 was like the news program. You would watch it in like the beginning of school in like your homeroom. It was
Okay.
5 to 10 minutes of current events. The most popular host would have been Lisa Link. Started on Channel 1 and then went to like ABC and all of those things.
She went to The View.
The View, you know, she did all of those. And so, but that's how we got our current events, was Channel 1.
Vodka
Oh
and
my
root beer
God.
sounds really good.
That does sound so good.
So Anthony and I finally got to go out to dinner for our 21-year anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Because I was recovering from surgery on her actually anniversary and sleeping. And I had a very delicious orange creamsicle cocktail.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing.
Oh, it was so good.
Okay.
That steak was better.
So as we're dating ourselves, my husband and I have a concert that we're going to. We're totally going to ZZ Top tomorrow.
Nice.
You better Instagram the heck out of
All
that.
I'm saying is third row.
I'm a little
Holy
jealous.
crap, that sounds so cool. Oh my
So
God.
that was my road trip CD, driving from ASU home to Los Angeles. That was one of my car CDs for road tripping.
Oh my
Was
God.
like singing 2 ZZ Top CDs.
That's
And then I had Natalie Imbruglia.
Oh my gosh.
I'm very eclectic music.
No, I love it. I love it so much. So if people, I'm guessing people do know who Autumn Calabrese is, but can y'all give a snark note / spark notes of what we need to know about Autumn if this is someone's first run-in with her on the internet?
She's a famous fitness influencer. I think that's, according to Brianna Jewell, that's what
That's what I've been calling her
from now on. Is fitness influencer who happens to get paid a lot of money by Beachbody to create programs and teach them, even though she's not certified, create nutrition programs, even though she does not have the education to do so, and absolutely hates the body positivity movement.
Yeah, isn't she a Beachbody coach now? Doesn't she have a Beachbody coach number, or is that no?
We're trying to figure that out.
Okay.
Because it does appear that when you order through her links, like she has an ID that it goes through. It definitely looks like she has a coach ID.
Yeah.
But I had quite the funny conversation with Ryan 78. So Ryan 78 is the infamous person who got her to absolutely lose her mind on her live, where she told them to get the F off her page, and then it like stops and her internet. It went out miraculously. She didn't know, and so that live didn't save. But DC, you had it.
I got both of them.
And so when we talked about it, Snark Crew talked about it last week, and we were like, we need to know who Ryan 78 is, because Ryan 78 needs a prize.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that I had actually been talking to Ryan 78.
Coach ID.
Coach ID.
Autumn Calabrese.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So I talked to Ryan 78 for quite a while, back and forth. And it's really funny because Ryan was so
Beach Boys on cassette, yes. I'm liking the music comments in there, sorry.
Ryan was so good. So Ryan just told her that she's not eating healthy fats and that maybe that's why she has having some of these hormonal issues. She's just eating bird food, and then said her advice is dangerous and people should consult their doctors, not her.
Yeah.
And Ryan's like, this is what Ryan said. It really was nothing personal. I didn't swear or put her down. I was just speaking my opinion, which, like you said, if you're not in agreement with her, you're labeled as troll. I'm a certified personal trainer and I never give out diet plans.
Yep.
Do I have vast knowledge of diet and the role it plays on our health? Yes, but it's illegal for me to personally give someone a diet as everyone is so different.
Yep.
I've known so many bodybuilders that have wrecked their hormones because of the 0 to low fat diets. I've competed and I know firsthand as well. You and your friends hit the nail on the head with healthy fats being needed for optimal hormonal levels. Autumn has no idea what she's talking about, and I can't sit there and let her spew her BS to people, possibly hurting them in the process.
Yep.
Yeah, keep it simple, and I eat a healthy, balanced diet. Clean carbs, yes. White rice is fine. Protein, good fats, a veggie, and some fruit. Like I was taken aback by her response and how quickly she kicked me off the live. Not blocked yet though, so still going to continue to give feedback.
Oh my gosh, I would love to have Ryan 78 on a stream sometime with the Snark crew. Because that is so well put.
And I think it's the thing is, like, no matter what we say or what tone we say it in, it is just never received. And it's almost like, because this wasn't my experience, it can't be anybody's experience.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think that is what really kind of set me off with the post that we're going to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
Is because it's completely ignoring all of our experience in Beachbody and the guilt, the shame, the never being good enough and never doing enough. Like it's all the things. And so I apologize in advance. Live stream, it's definitely a lot of body shaming. Really, even just giving any effort is shamed. I mean,
Yep.
it's so painful what she said.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love that y'all are just having a conversation about music, and I feel so nostalgic reading all of this right now.
I know I saw someone mention
my very first albums, actual albums, Michael Jackson's Thriller and Van Halen 1984.
Oh my god, I love it.
So New Kids on the Block, I knew I was old when I won tickets. I hardly ever pay for concerts. I always win the tickets somehow. And we won tickets. So it was my husband and I, we went to New Kids on the Block, and opening up for them was TLC and then Nelly. And we were watching. So when Nelly was out, my husband looked at me. Do you think those girls' moms know what they're doing on that stage? I was like, we're old. We're old. That was the first comment that my husband had.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
Belle Bit DeVoe was my first cassette.
Oh yes. Ace of Base.
And Color Me Bad.
I loved Color Me Bad.
First CD was Aerosmith's Greatest Hits. Can we remember?
Love it. I love it so much.
Can't remember what I did yesterday, but I remember that.
Yep. Carrie said, "Oh, TLC." Yep. So here's the first. This is the first. I'm trying to see which is the best. No, that's too small. Oh no, false. Okay.
We'll have it. One of us can read it.
Yeah, I have it on my screen over here. If you want me to take, I'll read it until the start of Good Work, and then I'll pass it off to Jen if that's okay.
Okay.
Does that sound good? Or you want me to pass it off to Amy?
No, you pass it off to me.
Okay. So Autumn Calabrese says, and she has 955,000 followers, a significant drop since she was almost at 1 million. So that drop cannot be understated in my opinion. But Autumn Calabrese, I'm just
going to use Baby Snark because I think it just needs the humor. So this is going to be awful. Drop a heart if you finish the 21-day fixed super block, meaning you did your up week workouts as well. Y'all, up week isn't optional. It's flexible. You have 2 workouts to get in, and then 5 other days to decide what your body needs. Maybe it's a few days of rest, maybe it's to stretch with yoga or Pilates. Maybe you want to push with a ride or a workout from one of your favorite programs. But come on, you didn't come this far to only come this far. Finish what you started. I know you got the badge on workout 15, but remember what I talked about in week 1. Our level of work isn't equal to the results. Poor work doesn't equal poor results. It equals no results. If it was a grade system, this would be the F you didn't pass. You didn't move forward.
Okay.
Can we just unpack all that first?
Yes. We just need a baby snark to read it because holy crap, what the condescension that like it just naturally you can hear it in every single line that she wrote. There's
When
not
she
really-
yells at you in all caps to finish what you started.
Yes.
Like, our level of work isn't equal to the results. What?
Yeah.
Any amount of work is moving you forward and getting you results. Any amount.
Well,
Which is why, Karina, if you're still on here, why we're doing the 5 minutes a day this month in the AnchorFit community. 5 minutes, strength workout, 5.
yeah, because I think the problem, in my opinion, is that if you don't do it how she does it, you're wrong.
Yep.
And if you don't do it and get the same results that she gets, you're wrong.
But she doesn't get results.
And I know, and that's the most surprising thing to me is when I was doing Beachbody, I wanted to gain strength and I did want to lose weight, right? That was the big pull for everyone to get into Beachbody. And now like looking back, all of my before and afters looked very similar because I could never maintain any of the results that I got. Additionally, I never was able to really move up in weights except for one program, which was Chalene Extreme, because you were lifting as heavy as possible, like lifting heavy, few reps. But I did that program and then I went to 21-day fix where you're lifting 5s and 8s. And so I think that's what surprises me. The very way that Beachbody is set up for you to not get results.
Yep.
It's set up that way so you keep program hopping, which is why these super blocks, it's the same thing as when they sold CDs and every 3 months we had to do a new CD program.
Yep.
The same thing. So when I joined, my goal was not to get strong. My goal was to lose as much weight as possible and to look like Autumn, which is ridiculous because I'm 5'8", 5 feet tall, and to weigh 110 pounds. I got down to 120 and it was horrible. So my progress pictures, you could see it. And I was watching her story. I saw her stories the other day and I saw her collarbones and and her humerus, like her shoulder joints popping out. And I'm like, that's what I wanted to look like. And I got to there and I still wasn't happy.
Yep. But I think Autumn kind of has an undertone of her body type is the perfect body type because that's the undertone I pick up on when she's talking about, like when she's talking on her programs incessantly, when she's talking in her stories, when she's showing the food she's eating at Disneyland, when she's, saying, oh, these little portion fixed cups are so freeing. I'm stuffing, look how many veggies I can stuff in this container. And it's like, take a step back. You cannot see the forest through the trees right now because you're literally saying you can only eat this many veggies and
10 baby carrots
and 10 freaking baby carrots. And
Half
it's like,
banana.
oh my God.
Half a banana, 10 baby carrots.
Can we talk about what Jenny's 1983 said? Because she said, isn't it her attitude? Isn't it her stinky attitude that's wrong? Not necessarily what she's saying. It's both. It is her crappy attitude, but what she is saying is not right.
Yeah.
It's not right. Like anything that you do counts. Like it's
And if Tony Horton would be annoyed and say that, every day I was on the call with somebody today. Well, I'm not going to do this today. Okay. When are you going to do it? I'm going to do it tomorrow. What are you going to do today? I'm going to do this day. Awesome. You're still moving.
Yep.
Yeah.
It still counts.
Yep, absolutely. And well, I'll save some of mine for later on because she gets even worse, in my opinion.
Oh God.
And
All right.
I'm just going to say that, like, so we're going through this post right now. Last week, she was in her stories telling and encouraging people to meet themselves where they are at. This post is the complete opposite of that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So if you're at, like me right now, 5 minutes on my bike. That's it. I mean, I can do more, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
I gotta stop tired.
Yeah.
I did like a 5-minute core work today, which is on the count. Like, that's it.
Yep.
Still counts. I mean, I spent 6 weeks on the couch.
Yep. Yeah, and resting and healing when that's not really accepted by Autumn. I mean, she even went against doctors' advice after her breast augmentation.
Yep.
And again, to be clear, I'm not shaming anyone for getting a breast augmentation. I'm saying that you can have complications when you don't follow doctor's orders because of the incisions and infection and moving the skin when it's trying to heal because it's being held together by sutures and the sweating and stuff. And doctors, you do not want to play around with an infection that it's messy stuff. And she's saying, oh, well, I'm just going to walk outside in the heat. What do you mean, Autumn? And what example is that setting to her 955,000 followers on Instagram and the other super trainers and the other coaches in Beachbody? I don't think it's setting a good example because people are saying, wow, I can be active in any situation. If I'm sick, if I just had surgery. And it's like, you are not a doctor. You're not a doctor.
No. So the problem that I had is because, again, like this is the messaging all through the company. It's a great example right now how she's talking about hormone health and she's talking about fasting. Now the coaches are running groups that include intermittent fasting,
And gut protocol.
so it does roll down, right? So it's what happened to me when I would have a knee surgery because I would just have like scopes or whatever. I would be back to teaching turbo kick in a week and a half because I felt like I could not take a break. I couldn't take a break.
Yeah. These last, I think, like 7 to 9 days right now have been really hard for me because my ankle and foot feel really good. Like my pain is gone. Like this pain that was keeping me awake at night, gone. It doesn't, like, at the end of the day, it aches a little bit because I'll have to put it up and ice it. But like this weekend, I got up off the couch and I took like 3 steps and it didn't hurt. But then I was like, oh, doctor said boot until Wednesday.
Yeah.
Sat my butt back down, put this annoying boot back on, and did the thing. It's just like, there's a reason they tell you to do these things. And I went to PT today and my therapist was like, this scar looks really good because I've been resting, because I've been eating enough, eating food, specifically protein.
Yeah.
Using the silicone thing and massaging the scar and letting it heal.
Yep. And that can really also, and from what I understand, resting correctly and doing the physical therapy correctly under the guidance also helps you not re-injure whatever whatever you've had, like surgery wise, or if you've injured it in the future. It helps you to not re-injure it in the future. So it's not just, oh, well, I can get through it right now, I can do this early. It's like we're looking at the long term. We're looking at actually healing it and getting it back to 100% or better than what it was before. And no one seems to remember that when you're trying to sell a program.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Jen, you want to read?
Yep. Good work is just that, good, which equals poor results. This is maybe that C average leaning towards a B. I know for some good is good enough, but not you, because you want to feel extraordinary and live an extraordinary life. Great work equals good results. What? Exactly. What? I know it's not fair. Welcome to life. You're an A student. You should have everything you ever wanted. But here's the thing. It was great work. It's everything you, it was great work. It's everything you're asked to do. But to live an extraordinary life, you have to do more than you're asked. You have to do the dark work. That's the work that happens when no one else is watching. That's the above and beyond. That's the kid in high school who didn't just have straight A's. They had straight A's in honors classes. They were in their after school clubs, played on sports teams, lifted their teammates up, and did volunteer work.
Oh my gosh.
Shame on her. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh my gosh. Okay. This is part of the problem that I found myself in. And I will fully admit, part of my problem with my knees is genetics. But the things that I did in Beachbody greatly impacted my condition.
Oh, for sure.
Because this, it's not good enough to do the program. So that's why I would teach classes, do my own workouts, do doubles, because in the third week, didn't you have double workouts in some of them?
In 21 Day Fix, the prep week, I think you could do a fourth week and do double workouts and only eat chicken and rice and broccoli.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh
I mean, and these are
egg whites.
It's like, well, if you're not doing that, then you can't, then you're not getting results. So this is why I was working out for 4 hours a day, because of this ridiculous rhetoric.
So I have a feeling this rhetoric is coming from when she went to the Tony Robbins event in Florida.
Oh my God.
Or didn't she also just recorded the Tony Robbins, Dean, and Matthew McConaughey. I wonder if it's coming from that too, because she recorded it. She couldn't watch it live and said she was going to watch it later. Yeah. I wonder if she watched it.
Yep. That the way she keeps talking about extraordinary. Extraordinary is going to be different for everybody.
Yeah, and also
if her life to me is not extraordinary.
I mean, and sorry for the spoiler.
No.
Spoiler alert, that little live stream with Tony Robbins and Matthew McConaughey and whoever else was on it was just it was just a funnel into like a neurolinguistic programming large group awareness training
for thousands of dollars.
For thousands of dollars. And it's like, okay, great. You're using celebrities to lure people in. I think it had 4 million views in the first 24 hours. So you know that people are getting sucked into this because of influence.
Oh, where's ours?
Did you pick up to the class?
My life has
animal cracker ones.
Oh, okay. I had to order these from Amazon because Costco doesn't have them here.
You are going to love them. Those are Amazon? My favorite.
Did it come
in animal crackers, Reese's peanut butter cookies, and they're so good.
Okay, he's holding out on me because I said, "Didn't I order a 4-pack?" And he's like, "I'm not going to tell you."
Oh my gosh!
I think he's holding them for after my surgery.
50% tax. 50% tax is pretty high, sir.
He sees that 50% tax doesn't work.
When I was pregnant with my oldest, one of the things that I craved was the mother's animal pink and white.
Yes.
I'm gonna order these and hide them.
So good. Keep them in your desk. I purposely got a huge drawer in my desk that I put all my snacks at the back.
Well, I need new desk snacks. I'm out.
My daughter walked into the room and my husband was like, "Don't you tell her." I really think he's saving it. So I have surgery next Thursday. And so he's probably saving it for day 2 or 3.
Yeah. Just tell them to put them on subscription recurring order so that you will not run out of it.
Right.
I'm just joking.
While
Oh
we're
my
talking
God.
about autumn and diet culture.
Yes. Yep. Only appropriate since we're talking about autumn. So let me put the next one on the screen. Remove source for.
Oh, here, and I've got the next one, right?
Yep, correct. Share screen. Window. This is 92A. Okay.
Limited edition Cheeto Puffs. What?
There's not a huge jump in effort between great and extraordinary, but there is a huge jump in the reward outcome between these two levels of effort. Be extraordinary for yourself. If you haven't finished your up week workouts, now's the time to push play, get it done. You're going to be so proud of yourself for truly finishing it. Then drop a heart below.
Ugh. Ma'am.
And I wonder, I really think she deleted comments on this one.
Oh,
She did.
absolutely.
Because everything is so positive and it's all just hearts.
I know. Well, it's and you know what's wild from a marketing perspective? When you're spending more work controlling the narrative than you are actually creating the content, you've got a problem in your message. Because, and again, I get it. Not everyone's going to agree with how I make content. Not everyone's going to agree with Autumn, but there's a foundational issue with the stuff that she's spreading. And people are trying to tell her. And to ignore your market in such a significant way is mind-boggling to me. And I've been in this industry for like 15 years now, and I'm like, what are you doing, Autumn? What are you doing?
Well, and how can Carl be okay with it when he is continually now in this health esteem kick, and he's and he's pushing this like, do what you can, be good at, be good where you are, and that is perfect, and blah blah blah. And then he has Autumn out here saying these things. And this is what happens. The coaches listen to Autumn. They do not listen to Carl.
Yep. Because they want to, as twisty as this is, a lot of times the United States upholds unrealistic beauty standards.
Yeah.
And she's always the one being platformed. She's always the one, getting all the new programs or remaking a program for the 100th time. And they always put her next to people to make herself look even smaller. And I'm not trying to be mean. Having Kat as the modifier every time and then having bigger people around her working out, it makes Autumn look even more like the ideal person. And that's where you can really fall into orthorexia and eating disorders and just wanting to do whatever it takes to get small, and you don't think about the nutrition, and you don't think about safe workouts, and you don't think about actually being healthy.
That was me. 5 years.
Yeah.
You don't think about it. And then you go and you're like, okay, something's wrong. And then you go to a functional medicine doctor and they try and sell you on $350 worth of supplements a month. And then you go see a eating disorder therapist and then a dietitian, and you just start eating more food. And within 2 months, you are feeling 100% better.
Yeah.
Because you're only eating 800 to 900 calories a day.
Yep.
Yeah. And Jenny, that's exactly what I think, because, Carl is trying so hard. He's trying so hard, but it's too little too late, in my opinion. And it is so entrenched in the company that in order for him to truly make it work, he would have to take some drastic measures, like using someone other than Autumn, using actual certified professionals who are teaching principles that will help people versus hurt people.
And he has them as super trainers.
Absolutely does.
He could make a lot of strides. And I know it's like, I'm not a fan of multi-level marketing companies, But if I'm looking at this strictly from a marketing perspective, he could make a lot of inroads with his market who wants to give him money by firing Autumn and saying, look, everyone's getting certified and everyone needs to be up to date on the certifications. And if you already are, you're getting a new program immediately. And then making some changes. And look, the before and afters are going to stop. And you have 3 strikes. If you do the 3rd strike, you're out. I don't care who's bringing in money. If you do it, you're done. And then all of a sudden that fixes so many things.
Yep.
But he's not going to do it because his stock price is so low. He needs so much money. They're in the hole from 2020. And he is behind. He's not making any leadership moves. He's only on the defensive because he's bleeding money.
Yeah, I think it's and I know I said this on a stream in the past. So when the song Victoria's Secret came out from Jax, the new CEO of Victoria's Secret put out a letter and she was like, yes, we sucked.
Yep.
And we did this and we are sorry and we are trying to change our messaging. And I feel like they have been.
Yep.
And it's like, is it too late for them? I don't think so, because they were willing to own up to what they had done and follow through with the changes. Carl's like, we're going to just play lip service to this because we hear this is what the market wants. So we're going to do that, but we're just standard operating procedure as far as the programs go.
It's just wild. I don't, and again, it's like, how does this make sense? Or these are the moves that are coming from the CEO and the strategic, I don't know, whatever strategic plan he's laid out literally wouldn't be the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th choice from any consultant. At least none of them. So does it mean that Autumn has, this is all speculation, this is my opinion, does Autumn have some stuff on Carl, which is why she gets to stay around? Is he just making poor decisions because he needs so much money and she brings in money? What? I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, I mean, his stock, it closed at like roughly about 46 cents a share.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's 40. Yeah, it's 46 today.
And so it's like, what? I
don't, and even with like the stock thing, like, why have you not done a reverse split yet? What are you waiting for? Like, I don't get it. Like, even like I've talked to people in the industry and they're like, yeah, we don't understand either because it should have happened months ago.
Yeah, it's really odd. I am really curious because their earnings call is next week. It's next Monday. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out as opposed to the last earnings call that they had.
Have they released the information about what Coach has made yet?
No. I'll check again. I checked, I want to say Friday. And the interesting thing, so with their income disclosure form, they state on the FAQ that they will release the next year's income disclosure by the end of 1st quarter. And it's still not out.
Oh my God.
So that tells you that it's probably not going to be pretty.
It's not going to be pretty, and they're trying to do something with it to make it look as good as possible.
I just got a feedback form when I looked it up for Body. I'm like, do you really want me to do feedback for you while I'm going live and talking about the little darling of Beachbody?
Yeah, what questions are they asking you on that? What is your impression of Beachbody's reputation?
Did you find what you were looking for? No, I didn't.
Where's the income disclosure? You should put that.
Even when I asked Carl on his call, he wouldn't answer my question. So
that's too. He didn't answer me either. I got a link from whoever was moderating it, sending me to 2021's income disclosure.
Yep.
Like, this is not the one I want.
We're basically halfway through 2023 or almost halfway through 2023. You need to figure out what you're doing with your income disclosure. And look, you can't fudge the numbers. because I know what they're trying to do. They're like, let's leave this column out. What does the numbers look like? Let's leave this column out. What do the numbers look like? They're trying to do the most selective thing so that it looks the best. And it's like, look, you know what? We have behaved our way into a pickle because we've encouraged diet culture. We have encouraged eating disorders. We have encouraged unattainable beauty standards. We're going to take ownership of that. Lots of people left because they were fed up, and we get it. And they should have left because we did not like validate their trust in us because of how we behaved and encourage them to do bad stuff. And this is how we're going to change. And here's our income disclosure, and it sucks. That's what they should do.
Here's the issue, though. Their income disclosure, and I'm pulling up. This isn't going to surprise you, but I have a spreadsheet.
Oh my gosh.
That has
I need your help with some of my spreadsheets.
it has like
I have
all of the
aneurysms.
previous.
In the chat for Carl. So okay, keep going.
It has all of the previous years, and I've compared them. They cannot, in my opinion, they can't get much more deceptive than they already have, because they have diamond coaches, but then they lump all of the star diamond coaches together, from 1 star to like, as someone could have 30, and they're going to be in the same category to try and screw with the
star diamond.
It's the worst.
Oh my God.
So, I mean, and when I'm getting an update of Office currently, so I will let you know as soon as that's gonna pop up.
We love a technical difficulty. This is a cucumber, not a pickle. So I'm sorry, live chat.
But I do know that it had gone down by the top person the top amount in 2020 was like 3.6 million, roughly, I think. And then the one now is it was 2.8. I think it went down by like $800,000 for the top one. Is Julie Boris a 1 star? That it wouldn't overly surprise me. I'm not gonna lie.
A lot of them have dropped rank big time.
But
I mean,
and then at the same time, how is it possible that Ashley Molstad, who apparently said she no longer is with Beachbody, is still ranked 55?
It's her podcast. It has to be her podcast, or it's Emily Favre. I know.
By the way, I still have not received an email from compliance sending them that podcast and the clip of her saying she left Beachbody and she's just making money off her downloading now, not even working the business. Haven't received an email.
Oh my God.
So so I'm looking at the income disclosure, and here is how you, like, to me, for the star diamond ranks, and I'll just look at last year. The low earning was $863. The high is 2.846 million. So you could be making anything within that range in that rank. And the average earnings is 119,475. I would absolutely love to see what the median is. But there's no way they'll put medians on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's unless someone gets us an unauthorized Excel spreadsheet of actual numbers in the company.
I wish
I
we'd
can
pull
put it
them
in
on
the universe. I don't believe in manifestation, but if somebody has an in, I would appreciate it, and can only hope.
So I'm going to clarify. Ashley said she would never leave Beachbody, but in the show notes for the 2 podcasts she was in, they say she has left Beachbody in the show notes.
My God.
Oh my gosh.
So
That would be
a little clarification there. Thank you, Jennifer.
It was interesting though when they just came out with the rankings. I swear I had saved all of them.
I have them.
They came out with the rankings, and some of them really surprised me. Sorry, I'm going through the pictures of the food I ate while I was at Disneyland.
Oh, I love it.
Did you buy vegetable cups?
Did I get what?
Did you buy the vegetable cups?
I was kind of distracted between the beignets and the Dole Whips.
And the churros.
And the churros.
And the churros.
And the pretzel.
So just FYI, Disney Toontown reopened, and there's a place called Daisy's Cafe, and they have a pizza flop over that was delicious and
Oh my
watermelon
Flop
lemonade.
over. They just
It's
fold the
almost
pizza
like
in
a
half.
pita. It was so good. It was so good. But I was gonna look. Okay, so Julie Voris, really, I would be surprised if she is a 1-star because she's currently ranked number 24
Oh,
in the whole company.
that's a pretty low drop for her, though, right?
No,
Oh, it's
24.
Moira Kukuba's down
I
to
thought you said
227.
124. Sorry, I thought you
Oh,
said
no, no.
124.
Yeah, just 24 because Julie has never been in the top 10.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
but what did you say? What's Moira's?
Moira Kukuba's 227.
Wow.
What? Oh my God.
I just thought, I'm like,
Here's what tells you. So Melanie Mitro,
oh yeah,
it
she
was,
dropped too.
well, no, she's 37.
Oh,
I want to say it was not, I think it was 2021, maybe. She didn't even hit elite or premier. She wasn't on elite or premier.
Huh.
And so what often happens is they will hit number 1 and then they're just like, and I'm just going to coast it out now.
That's what Ashley's doing.
That is, in my opinion, what Melanie did. And she kind of switched her focus over to her chic marketing company.
Yeah.
But now they cannot sustain that anymore because from what we have heard, they're just hemorrhaging coaches. And so anyone that was planning on having what they would call residual income, it's not there. It's going to be gone because too many people are leaving.
Yep. And it could never be residual income because residual means, I'll say it in YouTube terms and then I'll do it in house terms. In YouTube, if you're monetized, the video I made 5 months ago, whatever ads play on that, AdSense pays me. And I don't have to go back and manage anything else on that video ever again. It's completed, it's done, and it will continue to play for whoever wants to watch it. That is residual, meaning you do something, you leave it, it makes money for you. Homes are a little bit different because you have like rental properties because you have to do upkeep, but you buy it, and if you have a renter in there, the money you're gonna get paid for that house. You don't have to keep. I mean, that's a little bit different, but it's very close to the same thing.
Yeah. Okay, so let's answer a couple of the questions.
Yeah.
I did see when they said Julie was a 1-star. That is my guess that it's probably in one of her other business centers.
Yes.
Because once they hit 2-star diamond, they can open up like Julie 2.0 and then Julie 3.0. And so they can just continue to build.
Doesn't Melissa McAllister have like 9?
I think she's either a superstar 3 or business centers.
Business centers.
And then she's a superstar 3. So she has gone 15-star diamond in 3 of her business centers.
Holy crap.
But here is the problem. It is that, in my opinion, they purchased those 15-star diamonds by either creating accounts or convincing people to sign up and then them stacking them under certain people so that they can hit diamonds. And supposedly most people hold the 15-star rank for that 6 weeks and then it's gone the next. Maintaining a 15-star diamond, in my opinion, is nearly impossible because of the consistent turnover. So yeah, allegedly people get fined. I've heard around $30,000 if it is found that they purchased their 15-star, but they don't remove the 15-star from their name.
So it's just under the table, like dealings where you're going to get in trouble, but our company would lose face if it came out that this happened. So,
So it's like when Lori got caught.
Yeah.
And they took away her status for that 1 year, but now it's back.
Yep. Yeah, and Heather said, imagine the amount of Shakeology Melissa gets, because you have to meet volume in each of those centers. But you could also hit personal volume though from your direct customers, right?
Yep.
It doesn't necessarily have to be like your own personal purchase. If you have personal customers, it counts towards your PV.
Yes.
And the way that, in my opinion, the way that the way that Melissa McAllister has her stuff set up is that when you join her nutrition program, you have to get on these auto ships and stuff. So she probably does have a fair number of customers. I think she's one of the few that I could see where she could retain customers longer.
Yeah. So
there were a couple months where I had enough personal volume where I paused my auto ship.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, I have enough volume. Okay, I don't need to buy it. I'm like, that's how I didn't lose more money.
Oh yeah, Success Club. Well, so when I would do it though, they encouraged all of us. I never signed people up as customers. I signed everybody up as a coach because that is what we were directed to do.
I didn't.
And then they switched because I bet their numbers were really off as far as FTC is concerned with the number of coaches and customers and all of that. So then they started signing everybody up as preferred customers. Well, so then the coaches started signing up preferred customers, and they probably didn't have very many people working the business and that they could convince to do it. Now they don't want you to have preferred customers. Now they want everyone signed up as coaches again because they want you to be considered an affiliate.
And did you see that they have extended the time period when it's a year now? Is it a year now?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're desperate.
Someone was asking about Autumn's contract and how much she's getting paid. She's getting paid enough to have her home in Florida, which is assessed at 6.2, or the sale price was $6,250,000. She has another property that's assessed at $734,000. She's got another property at for that she purchased for $4.5 million.
Is that the one she purchased from Carl?
I don't know. This is the one in Florida. The one in Florida was the sale amount was 4.5 million. The one in California is the 6.25 million one. And then she has some other properties.
She has the condo townhome that her ex lives in.
And she has another one that's at assessed value 651,000. So she has 4 properties.
Oh, interesting. I want to say, I'm going to have to look at this because I want to say Autumn purchased her California house from Carl.
Oh, okay. The previous
Didn't you buy a property from her?
Was that it? Was it opposite?
Let me look at the property details. Hold on.
I thought
the California one
bought something from her.
Ownership history.
Okay, so she did. She sold her home. Let's see. So she sold her house to Carl.
Okay, yeah. Because, the one she bought in California, he's not on the ownership history.
So she upgraded to the $6.2 million house and then sold the house to Carl Deichler for $2.35 million. It was her starter home.
Gotcha.
Are we surprised that she's doing her own super block again?
No.
And she has her favorite Autumn quotes. You know what she put today? Your beliefs determine your success.
Is it weird to quote yourself as a favorite?
Yes.
Each day?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, in Minecraft. Yeah.
The amount of women that have told me how much they love chisel in the last 2 weeks is crazy.
Chisel?
Hammer and chisel.
What?
She asked, have you done chisel?
That is the one that my husband asked me what was wrong with me because working out used to make me happy. And now I was just pissed. And I said, because I hate the workout program that I'm doing. I hate it with every fiber of my being. And he said, well, then why are you doing it?
Yep.
Because it's the newest program. People purchased it to do it with me. I have to do it. So
Shady as heck. Oh my God.
Mm.
Does anyone know what Autumn's company Mood Me is, LLC? It was filed in 2023, so this year she just opened it.
That was her Good Mood crew.
Oh, okay. Why did
I-
she just file it this year then in 2023?
wait, what is the name of the company?
MOODMEL, and that there's no space, LLC.
Could that be meals? Because she did a question box about if people would want to see
Oh God.
meals.
You,
Like
you know
Alana
what she's gonna do if she does that? White label meals like Alana and Denise
Same thing.
Austin.
Yep.
Yep.
She's not gonna create her own meals. They will all. Yeah, and I do think it was partly for the Good Mood crew too, because that would make sense.
I'm
too.
thinking so, but it's weird that she just did it.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard anything about the Good Mood crew for
A
months.
while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she talked about it for
No,
months.
she's on that new app now, though. Let's see if there's.
Oh, I'm just kidding. I read it wrong.
Oh,
Mood Me is she did it in March 22nd, 2021, and then there is a received date March 7th, 2023. So
Yep.
I don't know. The
Good Mood
verification date was 2023, but she filed it 2021. But that's how, I mean, when you get paid a lot and then you start growing your businesses, that's how you are growing. That's how she's growing her wealth, because she has other businesses that are either closed down or stuff like that.
so she's on this new Lemon app thing and only has 4 posts right now.
I don't know what to do with Lemonade. I have no idea.
I was gonna say, is that
It's like it's a Pinterest app.
oh
Yeah, Pinterest is too. I
it's
don't need another one. Honestly, I'm too old. I'm too old to learn something new.
My other job, my boss wanted me to look into it. I'm like, we're a fitness education company. It's not the platform for us.
Yep.
He's like, come on, social media, man. I'm like, no.
Yeah, you're paying me for my discretion, and I'm saying no. Oh my God.
Oh, Jen, they want you to lead a snark crew on the video about Alana and talk about the test group.
I have blocked a lot of that out and got rid of I burned the material in a bonfire.
Oh no.
Along with my Cheesecake Factory uniform when I quit Cheesecake Factory.
I was pretty upset that Jolene trashed all of her Beachbody bobbleheads this last week.
I saw that. I'm like, you need to send those to DC. And she's like, they're already in the trash.
A huge collection.
I did the same thing too. I was like, Jolene, I need these. But I mean, in here, when we're talking about, in my opinion, dangerous, if not at least irresponsible programming, to be mindset, having the daily weigh-in to see if yesterday was a weight loss day, so that you would know what behaviors to emulate the fault.
And that's not how it works.
It's not. I was shocked when I read that. I was like, what if my period's coming? What if I ate something that had a lot of salt last night and I'm retaining water? Like, that doesn't tell me anything.
Yeah, I would go hiking and retain water, and the next morning weigh a little bit more. And then I would weigh myself again 2 hours later, and then 4 hours later, and then before bed. And then as soon as I woke up in the morning after I pooped, no clothes, how you had to weigh yourself. And just like, ugh.
You weighed yourself that many times in a day?
I would up to 10 times a day.
Oh, Jen, that breaks my heart.
Yeah. One of the reasons why I will not. Someone works with me. If they want to focus on weight loss, I will send them to a registered dietitian and we will work on something else.
Yeah.
So it's not that I don't discourage people from wanting, it's autonomy. If that's what you want to do, I will point you in the direction of somebody I trust to help you through the process. But I cannot, for my mental health, coach you in weight loss, even though I could easily do it.
Yeah.
And I would make a ton of money, but I can't do that. It's just unethical for me to do.
There's so many people that do this, that I mean, I think that's one of the other reasons, I know for us, that one of the reasons I needed to speak out, because for so long I was like, I don't think anybody else does this, or what is wrong with me? Why am I the one who will hide in my car to eat something and nobody else does this? And then you
All
start
the
talking
time.
about it. Yeah, and you're like, no, everybody does this and everybody feels alone.
Yep.
So like, just remove the stigma and start talking about it. It's because there's nothing wrong with you. It's the system. It's what they like. What?
Horseradish and mayo dip to kids' friends party.
Ew.
Did Alana do that?
Oh,
She blocked me. So I think there's some newer people watching the stream tonight. I got blocked by Alana after what I thought was we were having an actual conversation. It was civil. I'm like, hey, this was my experience. This happened to me in your test group for 2B mindset. I ended up having to go to treatment afterwards. And her response was, well, you did it wrong.
F her. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Amy's channel.
And then she said, and then she's like, well, I'm just gonna, if my content triggers you that much or makes you that uncomfortable, let's just restrict you. I was like, no, it doesn't bother me. Like, I'm good now. I'm just trying to have a conversation and go, this is why this is problematic, especially since you're a registered dietitian. And she blocked me from all of my accounts.
To think that someone who goes through all of the testing and the time to be the hours needed to become a registered dietitian under the tutelage or like the internship or whatever it is, you need a lot of hours to do that. And then to be faced with the facts that maybe your program is sending people in really negative and bad spaces where it could actually permanently impact their health, and they're going to say, oh, well, you just did it the wrong way. No, that's the wrong answer. And you know that's the wrong answer because that's not what registered dietitians learn in school.
No. And there's a problem with the program when you're encouraged to pack a travel scale.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right. So that was one of the things that threw me. I had some friends once I think it was it was once I quit Beachbody. I had friends that tried to convince me to do bright line eating.
Oh,
what's that?
And I read the book and I was like, I cannot do this. I'm trying to recover from the habits. You take your scale with you, like a food weighing scale, all the time. You have to weigh out and have exact portions. So if you go to a restaurant, you weigh it out.
Yep.
Like sitting at at the table. It just, I'll have to do one. I wonder if I could convince my friend. So I have a friend who actually was the social media manager for Brightline Eating.
Well, okay, tell her if she wants to do it, but wants to remain anonymous, that I can do. I could edit it after the fact for you, so that we could have a anonymous person over her screen, so that if she doesn't feel comfortable, if she doesn't want to be on camera, we can do all that, or we can change her voice for y'all's conversation if she wants to. Just tell her that's an option if she's willing to do it.
Well, and it messed up her. She did Brightline, and she has had to work a lot on getting over that.
DC, I sent you a review that Abby Langer did of Brightline Eating.
Oh God.
It's awful. Well, and here's the thing, even with 2B mindset, water first and veggies most can also be a big problem.
Yep.
I understand her whole thing is that volume eating, it's going to keep you full, and so that's why you should do veggies most. But it really feels to me like you are lacking adequate protein, fats, because you're just right. Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
you're lacking those things and you end up lacking calories. If we watch you look at Natasha's food journals that she posts every day.
Or even Tanya's too. I know they're not doing the same thing, but you watch what Tanya shows that she eats.
Letty.
It's just so little.
Yep. Yeah, Letty too. And I remember, I mean, even when I did it, I want to say I was eating in, I think, plan B on 21 Day Fix, Portion Fix. But I was told if I wanted better results to eat in plan A.
I ate in plan A all the time. Even when I started and I calculated for plan C, I ate in plan A.
And people will naturally do that because what's the best choice? A, the first one. That naturally push over to that. People are like,
and you're encouraged to get before and after pictures to sell the product. You need to be a product of the product. So how do you sell? By transformation and before and after pictures.
And how do I transform? By not eating anything.
Not eating enough food and over-exercising.
Haley, that is heartbreaking. Volume eating nothing but vegetables while being a cheerleader and student landed me in the hospital with a heart attack.
Goodness gracious.
I am so sorry. And
so I do want to say we're talking about weigh-ins a little bit and doctors. I did not get weighed before my surgery at all, even needing to go under anesthesia. They did not weigh me once. They didn't ask my weight. Nothing. I was expecting it. I was waiting for it. I did not have to step on a scale one time going to my doctor.
That's amazing to me. I hope
I was shocked
next week.
I was shocked because it's anesthesia. Like you expect, anesthesia. You want to make sure they're giving you the right amount. One, to knock you out, and two, not to make you totally sick and keep you knocked out afterwards. I was shocked.
That's amazing. I mean,
and I was all ready to get on the scale, stand backwards, and not know. Didn't have to step on it once. I was like, I like this doctor in the surgery center.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
So there are good doctors out there.
I mean, someone said that I remember on one of our streams, someone went to the dermatologist and they got weighed in. It was like,
I have an appointment coming up with a new dermatologist next month, and I'm just be like, you're not weighing me. I'm here for skin check. You don't need to weigh me.
Oh my goodness. But it's so much. Oh, Haley, we're glad you found DC. I'm not even going to lie to you, is like one of the very best people ever.
Y'all are so nice.
I'm just going to say. But I think if you want examples of diet culture, this is the epitome, the things that Beachbody showing, or going to the doctor for a dermatology appointment and getting weighed. Like, why? There's no reason for that. But because it has just become standard so that they can tell you every single person that you need to lose weight according to the BMI chart, that is so wrong. It's so wrong.
And there's so many diseases or things that are wrong with that people need help with that are not associated with their weight. Yep. And a lot of times doctors will not think about something critically if they see, wow, you're on this section of the BMI. Why don't you exercise some more and drink some more water, and maybe that will make your stomach feel better.
And my response to that, I actually had this question every time. My response to that is, well, I work out this much. Here's my log of what I eat. So let's try again.
Yeah.
And no, the bed did not weigh me. There is no mention of all my paperwork. There is nothing about weight, just my height.
I love that. And that's one of the reasons I don't like going to the doctor too. But it's like when you go and you're trying to get help and you go to the emergency room or you go to urgent care and it's like, I need some kind of help. And they're like, just eat more vegetables or just drink some more water. And it's like, I would not be here at all if I was not in an excruciating amount of pain. And I know, like, I used to be very active and now I'm not, because I cannot be active because I'm in pain all the time. Mm-hmm. Can someone help me? Can someone please help me? And it's like, well, have you thought about losing some weight? And it's like, oh my God, we are talking in circles right now. And it's like, I'm just, it's not, it's more often than not, it's like, can someone listen to people who need help? And it's not just, it's not just people making excuses like Autumn and Carl say, like, oh, they're just sitting on the couch eating Cheetos or Doritos or whatever and being the scum of the earth. It's like, no, there's hardworking people out there who have to live with chronic conditions and stuff like that, or we need help with something and no one's listening. And then Beachbody plays into that.
And, we can circle back to her post about that. It's like, good enough is not good enough. It's like, some days just getting out of bed is a win for people. So you can sit down.
So, I mean, I have gone from working out. So when I was in Beachbody, I was working out, I would say 3 to 4 hours a day. Then I kind of went to more like 2 hours a day because I still had it in me that I needed to do my own workout in addition to any of the classes I was teaching. Then I had it like at a pretty good, okay, I'm going to do one workout, one workout a day. And now like I'm doing good to be able, I tell my kids, I can go up and down the stairs 2 to 3 times a day. So you have to choose because I cannot do the stairs because it hurts.
Yep.
And like you go to that point and then you see this and it just makes me so angry because how many people are they hurting and they don't care. They don't care.
Yep.
Yep.
And a lot of times that you will say, well, you're the more advanced person, you're the doctor, you're the super trainer, you're the coach, you're the owner of this company or whatever. You must know more. You have $1 billion or formerly hundreds of millions of dollar company. You must know more than me. And it's like, no, that there has to be a balance of understanding where to look for good sources and know it, and as we re-educate and also stand up for yourself against but not against someone, but like Jen was saying, like advocate for yourself. Like you don't need to be weighed a lot of stuff. You can have things removed from your chart, like or bring someone with you who can help you advocate for yourself if you even have access to a doctor through it. I know not everyone has insurance. I know not everyone has the opportunity to see a regular physician and stuff like that. But
and let's just acknowledge that it took me a very long time to be able to advocate for myself.
Yeah.
It took a lot of therapy and learning boundaries and learning how to set up for myself. So it is a very, very hard thing to do. It took me about a good 1.5 2 years.
Yeah.
And with help from, if you
lots of help, lots
if you
of
have
professional
resources.
help.
Here's the thing. I never even looked at my medical insurance to see what the coverage was for a registered dietitian. I just assumed that it was going to be expensive. And so instead I spent thousands of dollars on MLM products because that makes sense. And when I checked, I have really good insurance. I don't have to pay anything for my registered dietitian.
Nope.
And I was like, are you really? Like, oh man, please don't tell my husband that because I kind of continue to get Reese's crackers off of them.
But Dan will be fine with those Reese's crackers. Come on,
right?
He'd probably be like, send me some.
Exactly. And so it's listening to the world is so loud about weight.
Yep.
And someone mentioned the Met Gala, right? You're looking at these pictures of these celebrities and you're like, why are we showing our daughters this to say that this is an attainable standard? Because it's
not. The new Barbie movie.
Yeah, I'm so mixed on it.
I saw it. I'm like, I can't. Like, that's just nope. It's a no for me. Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Absolutely, I will go see, and I will go see that by myself because I know my boys don't want to go see it. That was one of my favorite books.
Yeah,
too.
When I was a kid, I wore out that book spine. It was,
Yep, absolutely.
Somebody here, if the super blocks would be opened or behind a paywall, they are going to be behind a paywall all the
Shocker.
time.
all the time. You either have to pay the $29 to unlock it or be on auto ship.
Yep.
Um,
So, and they're like, it's free if you get this. No, it's not, because you still have to be on auto ship.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Like, look, if you really want, okay, if you are watching this and you are a body customer and you want the super box, just pay the $29. 29 times 12 is a heck of a lot less than 120 times 12. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. And we're not, I mean, look, y'all know our bias already. You know that we are against deceptive business practices. We're against sassy health claims, which are bad health claims. We're against misinformation and how it's wielded by the coaches and the super trainers to personally profit off of the customers and downlines. We're not fans of it. We're not fans of unethical behavior.
Nope.
But we're also like, we know not everyone's going to give up their body workout stuff. We can give you other options, but also listen to the math, listen to the sanity of Jen and say, like, look, if you want to pay for a new one, it's $29. Don't get sucked into Shakeology. No protein powder on the planet is worth that. Seriously.
Nope.
Well, and also there are so many good options that are much less expensive. And I would say like and free. If you have like if you are limited on income, the coaches will tell you, well, then we need to help you get your Shakeology paid for so that you don't have to worry about it. That is not accurate. That is not going to happen. There are free creators on YouTube. And I've seen it a couple places that have said like, but I want a workout calendar. They have those. They have full programs. Now, what I would recommend if you can swing it is a trainer like Jen, even the ones that have a group or a community, so you are getting a lower price point,
$25 a month.
$25 a month, but you're also getting someone that you can talk to because I
And
never was able to talk to
expert
someone.
guest speakers.
Oh my gosh, your guest speakers have been fantastic.
And I cannot overstate the importance of working with someone who has experience in something that you're leaving, because it can be very scary
Mhm.
leaving something you're familiar with. It can be very hard to know you're a part of a community and even entertain the thought of leaving Beachbody or leaving your friends. Or, and we're not saying you have to give up your friends. It's just sometimes it happens when you leave a group where it's so us versus them, the people who like Beachbody versus the people who hate Beachbody. And that's not really how it is out here. We just want to not really see people get scammed and lose a ton of money. And so working
Or
with
get
someone like
hurt
Jen,
or injured or sick or
yeah,
and it's just
Jen knows.
most of the people in my group, in the community, just the community page portion, not the group coaching, are come from Beachbody.
Yeah.
And it's a struggle to, like, that's why this movement calendar in May is 5 minutes a day. And I did like presentation, like it's 5 minutes. And if you get through the 5 minutes and you want to do another round, do another round. If you want to do a third round, do a third round. I'm like, you do 20 minutes if you want, but 5 minutes is good enough, and it is progress, and you will get results. It will just take longer, but it's healthier.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I just linked Jen's Instagram. She has her Anchor Fit Club in the bio of her Instagram. So if y'all don't already follow her over there, definitely check that out. And you can lurk. Lurking free. Check out her
Lurk on my
post.
Jen Daparuso page. I slacked on the Anchor Fit Club page because the last 2 months have just been.
Yeah,
I'm in my stories a lot. I don't post a lot.
Yeah, and I just want to validate people in the chat. Like there are so many difficult things with doctors, whether it's that you're LGBTQ, and that is a struggle. I'm sure my child will be fine saying this, but I have a non-binary child, and going to the doctor is traumatic. It is hard to express yourself, especially if you're in a very conservative area. But that adds another layer of why you may not be going to a doctor. And
Yep.
I'm sorry. And I just wanted you guys to know that we see you, because
Yep.
it's rough. And so there's so many blockers to healthcare, whether it's the like financial, and I know we have like people from all over the world. It's so different in each place too.
Madeline, we went over a post earlier.
Yeah, so we're probably
just
gonna
talking
close.
now.
Yeah, we're just chatting.
Yeah.
We were just unpacking a post from the infamous Autumn Calabrese and the hypocrisy of what she posts and the extreme perspective she has about all or nothing. And
So
public.
I asked people, I shared it in my stories. So, and I asked people to share their thoughts, and I'd like to read some of them.
Sure.
AC can STFU until she can prove she has certs. She was definitely part of the mean girl clique in high school. Still so harmful, and the reason I'm still recovering from the bullshit mentality years later. She's never going to change. There isn't 1 ounce of humility in her. Nailed it. 1% better every day and consistently showing up for yourself is what truly equals results. Life isn't fair for several reasons. Adding expletive burnout behavior isn't healthy for anyone.
Yep.
There's so many in here. Like, it's like, come on, harmful, toxic, shame, toxicity veiled by false encouragement, high ticket to burnout. And a lot of the people that responded are actually fitness professionals.
Yeah.
It's just like, come on.
No, and I know I saw some responses from fitness professionals and dietitians and different people talking about how toxic this messaging is, because it truly is. My husband is sending me not great jokes, and so he's over there laughing because that one caught me.
Oh my God.
I'm so sorry. He's like belly laughing and crying because he thinks he's hilarious.
Current,
Okay, he needs to come tell us a joke.
join the live chat. Tell us the jokes. Let us have 136 viewers instead of 135.
All right, are you ready? We'll do a quick joke.
Yes. Okay, great.
You ready? Okay,
Right.
so do you guys think the washer and dryer are just work friends, or are they best friends?
I don't know.
I mean, how aren't they more after swapping so many loads back and forth?
Oh my God.
This is like purple.
That was definitely not G-rated, Curran. Oh
That's
my
why I was
God.
like, ah. That was
Oh my Lord.
We need intro jokes for next time. So during our countdown, we can have jokes on the screen instead of just the countdown.
All right.
Oh my God.
We'll start doing dad jokes from my family.
Yes. We love dad jokes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, and I thought I'm surprised someone asked about our names or Instagram tags.
Right.
I wish.
There we go.
Oh,
I was like, I swore we had them.
I just sometimes keep them off because they get so tiny that I took them off. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, live chat. This is who we are.
Yes. This is
And she, her as well. I'm sorry. I didn't put my pronouns on there.
No, you are all good. Yeah. I mean, I just want people to know that they are worth so much more than these companies and some of these doctors and some of these coaches or partners, like so much more than they're giving you. And oftentimes following their advice is going to get you to the unhealthiest place possible in so many different areas of your life. I mean, I was so broken when I left: physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. You know, it's brutal. So
yes.
This is Amy's channel. It's listed in my live chat. Y'all can click on it and go sub. Here's Jen's YouTube channel, and then I'll link her Instagram again for y'all who need it. Oh, did that not link?
Yeah, YouTube channel kind of got paused with new content because I can't work out. There are a couple up there right now, though.
Yep. And then here is Jen's Instagram again.
Mine, I'm going to try and do quite a bit this week and maybe a little bit at the beginning of next week. And then you're going to have medicated Amy for like weeks.
Listen.
Live chat. You don't know what you're missing unless you've seen Medicated Amy, okay? It's a whole moment. You have to join us. It'll be incredible. I promise. It's not an oversell. You have to check it out.
Yes. And I'm like, I kind of feel like I disappointed everybody when I was medicated Jen because I really wasn't on that strong of pain.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
Oh, man. No, mine will be pretty dang strong.
I mean, my surgery was pretty intense, but it's not as intense as a knee replacement.
Yes, Amy is going to be our bionic Snark crew member because both of her knees are replaced or going to be replaced. And she replaced one, basically one, like, no, there's a bionic woman, right?
Yeah. I think so. There is now. It's going to be.
There is now. We're going to cross out Amy's name and just say the bionic woman.
I still wanted tricks though, like if they could like pop out a can opener or like I thought it should be able to be. I'm paying a lot for this knee. It should be cool.
What else are we getting? What else are we getting for the cost of this? You know?
Nothing.
Mm-mm. Oh my god!
Pretty cool scar.
Yeah, scars are awesome. Scars are great.
Oh man.
Yes, we love it.
Thank goodness.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
well, it's been a great live stream, live chat. You've been incredible. And replay crew, much non-culty love to you. Thank you so much. We do not take the replays for granted at all. After the streams end, I always link my favorite creators, and the Snark crew all have their own section right at the top. So if we ever forget to put the names on the screen, or if there's too many people and the names are too small to read, it will be below in the description. So y'all can click right on and go sub to
OG Bionic Woman, Lindsay Wagner. I remember watching that when I was little. Wonder Woman.
Oh.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for letting me crash the party.
Oh, we love that.
And thanks for being Daisy's kind of our like emotional support person for dealing with Beachbody stuff. So
yes, indeed.
I was like, I need your help unpacking this.
Yeah. Alizex, congratulations on finishing your notes.
Yeah.
Love a studious moment. I know it's rough to do notes sometimes, so I hope everyone has a good night.
And that energy my way because I have more work that I have to do.
Yes, y'all. Good vibes to Jen. Send them all to Jen.
It's been a Monday and I'm behind.
Okay.
But I needed this.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna roll the outro and we will catch y'all on the next live stream. All right. Bye.